Hey guys, what's up? Abomination 9 here, and today we're going to be checking out the Yu-Gi-Oh! Spirit Charmers structure deck. Now, disclaimer, I have obviously opened up this box already because I tried to record this video before, but I didn't really like it. I think I got a better setup here like this, though you might think, oh, it looks kind of bad right now, but that is just so that we can check out the playmat, because in this box there is three types of gambling you have here. You get a random playmat, a random token, and a random spirit charmer. So we are just going to check out the spirit charmer real quick. Our spirit charmer playmat. So this is the one I got. I'm not sure what the other ones look like per se, because you can see them on the back of the box, but they're pretty small, so it's just, I guess, one of each spirit charmer and then all of them together. I'm not really sure. But yeah, that is the playmat that I got, which is just the charmers staring at the familiars sleeping. On the side there to the right, it just says the Yu-Gi-Oh! Structure deck and whatnot. Nothing too crazy there. Alright, so there we go. We have a nice close-up of the cards, and this is the token that I got out of this box. Now, I don't know if this is for all of them, if they're all like this, but I got the same token as playmat, so take that for what you will. I don't know if they're all like that, so if your token will be the same as your playmat, or if they're all random, I don't know. Also, you get these three inserts as well. This for the structure deck, this for Duel Links, this for Legacy of the Duelist. I assume that they will get new inserts for Master Duel when they start making new decks and stuff, if they're not already doing that. But yeah, this is just our token that we got, and this is our familiar that we got, our spirit charmer that we got. We got Wind, which I wouldn't really say unfortunately, because I wanted Hita. Okay, there, I think that's a bit better. So yeah, we got Win as our familiar. Again, I don't know if that's tied to the mat and token that we got. I assume they're just all RNG, but the fact that we got the same token that we did as a mat, I would assume maybe those two aren't RNG. If you get one of that image of the token, the same thing, it will be your mat, and vice versa, though I would assume the actual spirit charmer herself is, of course, going to be random. Now, before we even get into this box, disclaimer again, this deck does not contain the link cards. None of the link charmers are in here. I learned that the hard way yesterday when I tried to open this. The links are not in this deck. If you want the links, you're going to have to get them from their specific boxes, which they're actually in multiples. Like if you want ultra rare for, I think, 2 of them, you need to get it out of the 2020 Mega Tin, another 2 out of the 21 Mega Tin, I think. You can get all of them at a rare quality out of Eldorado, maximum gold Eldorado, which is what I wanted anyway, so it's kind of lucky that it lined up that way. But again, if you want actual shiny versions, like full shinies, you're gonna have to get them all separated in different boxes. In the 22 or the 2020 Mega Tin or whatever it's called that they're in, the 2 that are in there, that box is like, for one box, and I mean like just one of the product, not like a case or anything, but just one of the product is like $60 for something that is nowhere near that worth that much. So yeah, take that into consideration. No links are in here, and actually getting the links is difficult, so you might as well just get them off of singles. Alright, sorry about that cut. I'm making a lot of cuts here because I just want this to be like as clear as possible. So I have zoomed in once again so you can see the art better. This is obviously Familiar Possessed Win, which is just the card that can summon itself from the deck. I don't think I'm going to go over the cards too much. We're just going to be looking at the art. If you want to know what they do, you can obviously just look that up. Then the next is Awakening of the Possessed. a Nefarious Archfiend, which is Oz's familiar, I believe. Then we got Awakening of the Possessed, Greater Inari Fire. Then Grand Spiritual Art Ichirin, which is, I guess it's not really too hard to see on camera, but as you can see, it's like very colorful because of the holographic that is put onto it. This is a ultra rare, I think. There's 5 ultra rares and 2 supers in here. Obviously Wind, which is a random charmer, the 2 familiars here, this card, and then Spirit Charmers itself, the card, which looks nice. Also, if you want the white and black link, like, good luck, because they're in different boxes. I think the white link might even be in its own box by itself, and the black link is in Battle of Chaos. I don't know if he's in any other ones, but I'm pretty sure he is in specifically Battle of Chaos because I've been looking, so. And then for some reason they just give a super rare Raigeki. I don't know where. I think I have Raigekis. I'm not 100% sure on that. You can't really hold me to that. I was just looking through my cards so I can put down, Relinquished, Pot of Greeds, and Dark Mission up there for a second, but I don't know if I actually have a Raigeki. So my first Raigeki might be a super rare. Possessed Partnerships. Then of course now we're on to the Charmers themselves. We got Ozza, the Earth Charmer. Area, the Water Charmer. And Hita, which is my favorite because I like fire. So Hita, the Fire Charmer. Wind, the Wind Charmer. Nefarious Archfiend, Eater of Nefariousness, which I think is Oz's familiar again. Gigabyte, which is Areas, because he's water. Areas familiar. I don't know if Gigabyte and Gagagiko are the same thing. Like, it'd be weird if they are. To have, like, because then that means Gagagiko has so much plot to him. Because he has his plot line where he becomes evil and then maybe like stops being evil, I'm not sure. And then the plot line where they're fighting the bad guy with the warrior guys. But then he also grew up as the Water Charmer's familiar, unless they all of his kind look like that. I'm not sure. Yeah, obviously Inari Flame here, or Fire, as we're talking about Gakagiko, because I actually really like Gakagiko and all his cards, so Gigabyte's cool too. Ron Ryu, which is Wind's familiar. And then out of nowhere, they're like, oh yeah, here's some fairy tales. 3 different fairy tales. Not Snow, right? Snow's like the good one that's possibly banned. I'm not sure. I think you can play Snow in Master Duel, but it might be banned in real life. I think the one I'm thinking about is Snow. I'm not 100% sure on which one it actually is. We have Sleeper here, which, if you did not know, these cards have 1850 attack, which goes along with the other Charmers. Some of the Charmers have 1850, and there's cards in this deck that search for 1850s, so you can, in fact, use those cards to get Fairy Tales instead of Charmers. They're also Spellcasters, which I think is relevant. Got Fairy Tale Ray-Leal? It's just Rella. Oh, like Cinderella, duh. Glass Slippers. Fairy Tale Rella. And then Fairy Tale Luna. Then Witchcrafter Golem Aruru, which I believe I have this card in Master Duel. It's an ultra rare in Master Duel. But yeah, because I opened up the Spirit Charmers packs in Master Duel before, so I do in fact have this card, I believe. And all of the links as well, except for the water link, I think. Yeah, I have all the main, not including light or dark, because I don't think dark's even in there, and I don't know about the light one either. I have all the links except for the water one. If the light one's in there, then I don't have that one either. Dark Dorado, which I just referred to her as Dorito, as you are meant to do. Witch of the Black Forest, just randomly thrown in there. Effect Veiler, this threw me off for a loop. Because they gave you Raigeki, right? But then they gave you, like, here's Effect Veiler out of nowhere. I just know that Effect Veiler is a common hand trap. I don't use it in Master Duel. Specifically speaking about Master Duel, because I don't actually play in real life. I've just been playing Duel Links for the last half a decade. And now I've moved on to Master Duel, / softly moved to Master Duel because I don't actually really don't like it. But yeah, there's Effect Veiler out of nowhere, which is nuts. I have an Effect Veiler now, I guess. I got meta cards. And then after that, it's Denka Seka, which is actually pretty decent because, as you can see, its ability is can be special summon while you control no set spells or traps. Neither player can set spells, traps, nor activate spell or trap cards that are set on the field. So that's pretty crazy. It doesn't completely block back row, but it blocks anything that is slow. Awakening of the Possessed. We have Secret Village of the Spellcasters. Now, I'm not sure what this does, so let's read this. If you only control the Spellcaster monster, your opponent cannot activate spell cards. Period. If you control no Spellcaster monsters, you cannot activate spell cards. I think everything in here is a... Well, not everything in here. Almost everything in here is a Spellcaster, so that's fine. Spellbook of Knowledge. Terraforming. Book of Eclipse, which was weird to see that Book of Eclipse is in here because I specifically sought out this card in Master Duel to go with the Frost Lady, or whatever her name is. Exceed summon that destroys all defense position monsters by dropping material, I think. Because I got her and I was like, okay, how can I make all my opponents in defense? And this is the card I chose. Not that I've ever really used that combo, but it just was weird to see this card show up out of nowhere. Twin Twisters, again, I don't know if this is necessarily a meta card. I mean, I think a decent amount of people use it in Master Duel, but I don't actually know if this is meta or not, or if it's a commonly used card in real life. Over like Harpies, if Harpies is legal. And then out of nowhere, Dark Ruler No More, I was especially not expecting to see. Like, okay, thanks. I have one Dark Ruler No More if I ever want to play competitively. Which I just thought was nuts. Unpossessed as well. Then we have all of their spiritual art. So spiritual art, Kurogane. Then spiritual art, spiritual water art, Aoi. Spiritual fire art, Kurenai. Spiritual wind art, Miyabi. Then metaverse in here as well to go with your terraforming. Dimensional Barrier, which I had never seen this card before until yesterday, I guess, technically, when I opened this originally. Then Solemn Warning out of nowhere. which is fine, though I use Solemn Judgment in Master Duel. But it's nice to have Solemn Warning. Then we have more familiars at the very end. Familiar Possessed Aza. Familiar Possessed Area. Familiar Possessed Hita. And Familiar Possessed Win. And that is everything in the Spirit Charmers box. Structure deck, I guess I should say. Again, the link cards are not in this deck. If you want to get them, you're going to have a pain in the butt to try to get them. It's going to be a pain in the butt to try and get all of them. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Again, remember that I am thinking about getting other product, but if no comments are left, I will just forget about it. Because I just want to know if y'all want to see more of this, because I am thinking about, getting Eldorado Maximum Gold, and then I actually am thinking about getting the 2021 Mega Tin or whatever that has the 2 Charmers in it, just because I would like to get some Ultra Rares of the Link Charmers. So Eldorado and possibly 2021, because I'm not getting the 2020. Paying $60 for one box is like, you can kiss my butt on that. But yeah, getting that stuff, possibly some Force of Will stuff as well, or Pokemon stuff, just whatever. So hey guys, thanks for watching. Remember to buy my stickers, go to my Kofi, leave a comment so that I know to make more of these videos. So yeah, thanks for watching. Tune into the next episode. Like, subscribe, comment, you know what to do. See ya.